Hello, my friends. My name is Mike Long, and it's great to see you. If you're not already my friend, at the end of this thing, maybe you should click the little button there and shoot me a request. We probably should be friends. Um, and if you want to stick with me, I at the end I have something that I want to tell you about, show you that is one of those rare things where I can actually make a claim to be, and it's a legitimate claim, not a false one, to be the very best in the world. It's at one particular thing, without being arrogant or lacking humility. It's something that you might find you not only agree with, it's something you can do too, I'll bet. Um, in the meantime, I want to bring some value to you. Something that I stumbled across the other day, actually from a Facebook ad. Went and clicked on it and looked at the outfit's website, and it's an outfit called MLM Nation. To give credit where it's due, what I found was a good little hunk of a DMO, or a daily method of operation. That's something I think it isn't going to be your entire day, but without it, I think you're probably making a mistake. I know a lot of us have made that mistake, where you don't actually do anything productive to build your business or scale it up. Something that this would be the productive part of the day. There's also, of course, affirmations and you know uh, mental, positive mental attitude things that you want to work into your day, just like lunch and dinner, which we're not going to cover as part of your daily method of operation, but they're probably part of your daily method of operation. This would be just the one productive part, that if you do this every day, in addition to all your other things that you choose to do, you're going to see your business expand and grow. It's a great way to do it, and it makes total sense to me. And like I said, I think sometimes we get into some kind of a paralysis by trying to learn too much, or we try to learn too much, or work on our attitude too much. The mindset is a wonderful thing, and you definitely need it. But if you don't do anything productive for the business, the best mindset in the world isn't going to help you. So what they did something based on numbers. They did a 3-5-5-5-3, and it's just 5 steps. The first one was 3 pieces of new content every day. That would be videos or articles or posts. I would think that what you're going to shine best at, what you're going to be able to some mix of all of those. I know the world's going video, and video is a great thing. There's also articles, and even make your own little memes that could be worth having. But the first one was 3 pieces of content. Then the second one was to make 5 new friends. And that really isn't as hard as it would sound. You can do that. The other day I was in a group chatting with somebody about something, and you seem to have like minds, so you click on their picture and shoot them a friend or a connection request. You can do that. Like I said, you can do more than welcome to do that with me at the end of this. So you make 5 new friends every day, and then they don't all need to be business related, or people that are necessarily in business. Something that You know, you probably have a product that a lot of people use that are not necessarily looking to share or grow a business. So you make 5 new friends. You want to also do 5 new invitations. Third thing, 5 invitations where you invite 5 of your current friends, and I don't think this is the new ones. So you don't, oh my God, all the time it happens that I get, a friend request and here's my link. And you know what, guys, I won't click on those. I don't know you from the wall over there. You said hello, here's my link. I'm not going to do it. So I just, you want to take the time to get to know somebody and actually have them interested in you and know who you are, and whether they say know, like, and trust is part of any sale, and that's part of what you're doing with your friends long before you get to the invitation stage. But of the people that you do know, you issue 5 new invitations. Can you look at my presentation or my video or whatever I've got going on? Then the next one would be to do 5 follow-ups. People that have already been presented or watched the video, get back to them. And even that, you don't necessarily need to be like, hi, I'm here. Did you watch my video? Are you ready to buy? Maybe maybe just hello, how are you? How's your day going? What's up with you? They know that you showed them the video, and certainly you can ask some of the right questions. What did you like about it? Did you take time to look at that? Did you notice that? Did you look at this? Whatever, but you don't have to be brutally closing. That's probably not going to work. People do like to buy more than they like to be sold, so that's something you want to do. And then the last one, after as well as the follow-ups, you do 3 of showing the video or the presentation. That would be obviously a backside of your invitations, the ones that said, yeah, I'd like to see that, or I can take a look at that tonight. You can set them up so they can take a look at the video, or make an appointment so you can jump on a Zoom with them and do a Zoom or a chat on Facebook or whatever Skype, whatever your preferred method of communication is. I know I love Zoom. Zoom is cool because you can do you can do the chalkboard, you can do the video together with them on there. And that's probably obviously one of the better ways to do it. And so you do 3 of 3 a day, but have somebody look at your video or your presentation. And those 5 steps, if you do no more than that on the productive side of building your business, as I said, there's always a mental positive attitude. There's all kinds of good things, learning your product, learning your your target customer, all kinds of things that you can do beyond that. But I think if you do nothing more than those 5 things, you're going to find your business grows and thrives. I think anybody that actually does that, and it also, if you have something like this as part of your DMO, it'll keep you from getting bogged down in all the good things that are worth doing, but that aren't really ever going to produce a customer or a teammate or anything that you're trying to produce. So to get back to what I said at the start, something that I can do that's better than anybody on the planet. I guess a little bit of history. You go through the story. Started out with a mom and dad that are kind of some of the best people in the world. Were some of the best people in the world. Set an awesome example. I played a lot of sports, learned some leadership, learned some following, learned some teamwork. worked on a farm at 10 years old, a dairy farm, and I promise you that if you've and you know this, if you've ever worked on a dairy farm, that the rest of your life you'll never find harder work. You know, it's good, healthy work, but you know, it's very physically demanding, and it's going to put you to sleep at night without any problem at all. You learn that you know, if it's time to sleep, you close your eyes and get some sleep. Also, you know, athletics in high school, a lot of goofing around, a lot of you know, I was one of those rare people that not even rare, I don't know, I think there might be a lot of us that realized that, you know, their teen years and early 20s were going to be the most fun they would ever have. And yeah, I'm afraid I took advantage of that completely. Didn't have as much fun as you could ask for, and don't regret any of that. Probably could have worked a little harder in a positive direction at that time, but it's all worked out okay, and that's you know, something that went into the total package. I've spent a whole bunch of years in sales, from retail to wholesale to you know, outside sales. Something that was a great career, and it's something like the outside sales. It's something that you know, the world has kind of made a little less common. You know, at that time you were able to have relationships with your customers, and you know, have few enough customers that you saw them regularly, and you knew each other pretty well. It was all relationship based, and that was a great thing, and you know, helped with the relationships. Sales, I'm not sure, you know, when you get to online business, I'm not sure sales is the greatest background to have, because it's actually something you want to try to overcome. You're really not selling, you truly want to let people buy. But anyway, going through life, and what I arrived at and what you see in front of you now is something that honestly I do, you know, as I stick my chest out and pick my head up, it's something that I do better than anybody on the planet ever has or ever will, and that would be something that I think you can do the same with. You know, I do me. You know, I can be Mike Vaughn, and I don't think there's anybody else that can do that. I think that differentiates me from the rest of the world, and I think it's pretty cool. You know, that's something that inevitably, without being arrogant or losing humility, I don't think anybody's ever going to do me like I do, and you know, I don't think anybody could ever do you like you do. So that's something you have the opportunity there to be the very best in the world at doing, that nobody else is ever going to compare to. You know, I mentioned the MLM Nation that I got something from. I you know, have a bunch of great leaders and mentors and people that I learned from. You know, Ray Higdon and Mark Lalonde and you know, Gary Vaynerchuk and Anthony Robbins, and there's just a ton of people that Grant Cardone, the list goes on and on and on, that are all probably a part of the me that I do. Hopefully I've taken something productive from all those folks and wrap that up in the me bundle, which is not going to be you know, a duplicate of anybody else. It's going to be my version of what I learned from them and what I choose to do. But something for you to think about, and something you might want to do for your own self. You know, just think about what all goes into you, and you know, focus on doing you the best. You don't have to worry about competing with or mimicking or trying to be somebody else. You just do you and be natural and relax and enjoy life. And I think you probably find that it pulls you through and helps you to get ahead. So I appreciate your time greatly, and hopefully everybody can, reach out to me and hit that friend request button, connection button, and let's learn more about each other. Maybe we can help each other out, collaborate on something, somewhere down the road. And if not, let's, at least know what each other are doing, so we're able to maybe refer to each other, whatever. So great talking to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you again soon.